This 2025 presidential election has ended in a landslide victory for incumbent President Samia Suluhu Hassan. But behind the official numbers lies a story of arrests, internet blackouts and violent clashes. A contest marked not by competition, but by the silencing of opposition voices and widespread unrest. Our reporter Elizabeth Mutuku has more.
October 29, 2025, Tanzania went to polls in what was meant to be presidential election. The result, Samia Suluhu Hassan, the candidate of the ruling Chama cha Mapinduzi CCM party, was declared the winner with more than 97% of the votes. But the election was far from standard democratic contest. In the months and weeks leading up to the vote, key opposition figures were either arrested or disqualified. For example, Tundu Lissu, the leader of main opposition party Chama cha Demokrasia na Maendeleo Chadema, was charged with treason and remained in detention. His party was later barred from participating because it failed to sign a required electoral code of conduct. Another major opposition candidate from the ACT Wazalendo party was disqualified from the ballot. In the days before the election, rights groups documented a pattern of arrests, enforced disappearances, and intimidation of critics. On the election day and in the immediate aftermath, protests erupted, particularly in commercial capital Dar es Salaam and other urban areas. Hundreds of young people took to the streets shouting, "We want our country back," and police stations, campaign banners and public property were attacked. As protests spread, the government responded by deploying the military, imposing an evening curfew, and shutting down or severely restricting internet access nationwide. Data from the independent observatory NetBlocks showed nation internet traffic plunged to around 10% of normal levels as polling opened, with both mobile, fixed lines networks affected. The scale of violence remains uncertain, and while the government acknowledged at least 10 deaths, opposition sources claim hundreds, possibly up to 500 people, have been killed in the post-election unrest. With the main challenges absent, Samia Suluhu Hassan's win was all but guaranteed. International observers and rights groups raised serious concerns over the credibility of the contest. The results hands the CCM party another term and cements Samia Suluhu Hassan's hold on power. But the price of mounting questions of democratic integrity, freedom of speech, and human rights in Tanzania remains. Elizabeth Mutuku, TV47, Nairobi.